Good morning, everybody. I have the last card for you, and this one is really simple. It's just all about the paper. So this is the paper that you'll get when you buy the collection, and it's really pretty. And I showed you in the first card that you could flip it over and stamp on the other side. But if you notice the stitching, and as you know, I love stitching. This comes from the Stitched with Whimsy set of dies. And then this is cut with the Stitch Shapes, which is a square. And then I have Night of Navy for the background color. So these are the Stitched with Whimsy dies. They're so cool, aren't they? Love them. The thing about these, they do not cut around the edge. They just leave the impression of the stitching on your paper, just so you're aware of that. I guess I wasn't when I cut, and I thought that this would cut the shape out as well, but it doesn't. So if you want the shape cut out, I guess you'll have to freehand it, which I am not very good at. So just take that into consideration. It just puts the stitching in your paper. It doesn't cut out the outside. Put these away. And also, I wanted just to remind you that with the paper, I hope I have a piece of this paper left. I love paper. I'm sure if you know me by now, you know I love paper. So this big die, it's all one piece. And you just lay it on the paper, and you can cut all of these butterflies out. Just so you remember that when you get yours. So let's make this card. Like I said, it's pretty easy. Oh, one more thing. Sorry. I have so many things to tell you, I forget what I want to tell you. But on here, I used the Fine Art Floral paper underneath, and then the Fine Gold Acetate. And I just want to remind you that, sorry, this is so noisy when I do that. When you get this acetate, you do want to peel the back of it. I peeled, you know, if you remember, it's on the other card too, and I peeled yours already, but you just need, try not to do it with the pick tool because I'm afraid I'll scratch the paper, but you just kind of rough it up a little bit, and then you can get that plastic started, and you peel that off of your paper before you cut it and use it on projects. And it's to keep your paper protected and not scratch it. I'm surprised they didn't put it on the other side too, but I'm not in the designing process, so you can use either side. You can use the gold or the silver, and I just wanted to remind you of that, just to peel that, because it does make your acetate shinier when you put it on a project. See, if you can tell here, this is where it's peeled and it's nice and clear, and then underneath where the plastic's still on it, it's kind of dull. So just remember to peel it. And this is also the one that fits over your Fine Art Floral piece so that you can get that pretty overlay. So, didn't mean to take up so much of your time, but I just want you to know, if you get, you know, the paper, how to use it the right way so you're really happy with it. And then remember that you can overlay it as well. Get it out of here without tearing it up. There we go. So then when you get it, and this is the wrong piece of acetate, of course. I would pull out the wrong one and make you wait again. It's okay, you get to look at all three this way. I like this one, but this is the one that goes right over top of it. And isn't that amazing what a difference it makes when you can use it like this? It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the watercoloring effect on it. But when you overlay that gold, it's just kind of magical, I think. So, sorry about that. Sorry you had to watch me fumble through all of the papers and make a big noise opening it. But I just want you to know, if you buy that paper, how to use it. So this one is very simple. It's just a matter of layering. So everything's in here. If you bought the butterfly collection, I hope that I stamped this for you, because if you don't, if it's just a gift from me, I can stamp it if I want to. So I stamped this a little note, and that comes from the Butterfly Gala, and there's a lot of pretty little sentiments in here, and that's on page 79 of the annual catalog, and it does coordinate with a punch, the Butterfly Duet. So all you want to do, isn't that pretty? I love that stitched on there. It just makes the paper even prettier than what it is. And I show you again. This is the back side, and it's pretty too. So whatever side you want to use, you know, that's one of the best things about Stampin' Up! And their paper. 2 sides to their paper. And that's what I tell the girls at class, you know, if you mess up, flip it over and use the other side. So you just, and when you're using this glue, as I always tell you, the least you can use is the better, because it doesn't take a whole lot for it to stick, and that way it leaves you more for later. And this, again, you can just use your Tombow Mono adhesive. I'm not sure about tape runner. I think that it would leave you know, the impression of the tape runner on the back side of your acetate, and I don't think it would be very, very pretty. But you know, on this one, most of it's covered up with a butterfly anyway. So if you do have to use tape runner, just put it right underneath where the butterfly would sit. So just see where your butterfly is going to be and just put it under that spot, because it will hold it. So then just put a little bit of glue and center this. And that paper's so pretty. And then you want to use a glue dot, or not a glue dot, a dimensional. Just a dimensional. Pop it right in the center of your butterfly. Give his wings a little curl. And then just put him down. And then I just put like a little bit of glue right in the center of that. That way it's not so messy and it still holds it. If you don't want it on the butterfly, just put it down below. I thought it was kind of cute on there. So leave it dry just a minute and then pop it up too. Isn't it pretty? I love this card. Let me know what you think, and hopefully you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you soon.